Hey, Heather.
Hey, Steven.
You know what we should do?
What should we do?
You know what we should do?
Ooh, say it.
We should get into it! That's Heather.
That's Steven.
Let's get into
Thanks. I hate it.
Pet peeves.
That was good.
We didn't even practice that,
we
y'all.
We did not practice. That was raw dog and baby.
That's exactly what we're doing here on is it Wednesday still? I don't even know what day it is
I
anymore.
thought it was Thursday all day long today.
Oh God.
Thursday.
Heather, how's your this week been? Because it's been like 12 weeks.
I know. We're so sorry we didn't have an episode last week, y'all. We had a lot going on, including I became an auntie for the second time. Little baby Lucas, little smush.
He's so cute.
He's your little baby. So I have a new nephew. And then I took big brother Mikey to WWE SmackDown. And we were 3 rows back from the ring. And we had such a great time. We spent $200 in merchandise for this child.
Of course you did.
$200. He had a Shirley Temple for the first time. We just went all out.
I want what my mom gave me on the cruise.
I want what I had in Mexico.
Yeah, that's what it was.
Oh my God. So yeah, and he was great at the show. He had so much fun. And at one point, one of the wrestlers like fell out of the ring and came right against the barricade where we were. And he turned around and looked at Mikey. He goes, "Why didn't you help me, man?" And Mikey was like, "Thank you, Baron Corbin. You were so nice to Mikey."
I wouldn't be surprised if he tried to climb over and try to help him.
Listen, I was like, he's gonna jump the barricade, like it's gonna happen. So we had fun with that. I have been obsessed this week with, and we can like dive more deep into it, but this week I have been obsessed with the Democratic National Convention. I want to be there so bad, and like I so wish I would have like snuck in and got a ticket because they let influencers in for the first time this year.
Oh wow!
Like when they did the roll call for South Dakota, the kid who did it was, I can't remember what indigenous tribe he came from, but he was an influencer and I like followed him immediately and he spoke in his native language. It was like beautiful. Like, I need to breathe. Yeah. And I'm obsessed with Tim Walz. Like I love Coach. I love him so much. Yes, everybody's uncle. But yeah, that was my week. How was your week, Steven?
Oh God, exhausting per usual. If anybody's ever heard before, my week was tiring. But this past weekend we did Play in a Day. Again, that's right. I did it in 2011 as an actor. This time we produced it.
Because you did it with Kid from Rise, the Descendants movie.
Yes, when I did it, him and me and Miss Elizabeth Murph were on a team together.
I love Murph.
Yeah, she's wonderful.
Murph.
But then we had 10 teams. They got a theme. They had less than 24 hours to put together like a 10-minute play, including lighting, tech, everything, costumes, getting things.
So essentially it was like district competition.
I don't know. I've never been, but I don't think they would make you have to do it the same day.
No,
because the actors, the writers got their prompt at 8 p.m.
Okay.
And then they had to turn in their scripts by 6 a.m.
Oh my God.
Yeah, to the whatever stage managers, whatever, and then
why can't they get 8 a.m. to 6 p.m.?
I don't know. So they cannot have to waste 2 days, I guess, because then you have all night and then you have all day Saturday and then it's over.
Okay.
And then everybody was out the same day. But we had 10 teams. We had them all. Each team had a different room to rehearse in. And then they all came into the main room to tech and everything. We borrowed space from our neighbors at the mall as well. Like we just had people.
The
studio lot next door.
Yeah, okay.
Which if you've never been in is super cool.
No, I've only walked past it.
I'll give you a tour one day. I have a key to it now. Hi, Beth. I'm going to go do your stuff. But she's got like a ton of different sets in there. So there's a classroom, there's a bar, there's a like a courthouse thing, there's an office, there's a jail, there's a hotel room, there's a medical room. There's
That's
all
actually
these
really
different
smart.
things. And there's like a lot of people who go and film.
And
so like even the news will go over and film and stuff and whatnot. But the theme was imagine that. But it went very well. We had a great time. It was a very long. I just remembered something. Okay, this is how my week went, right? All right. So I'm sitting at the front desk working on, I think I was working on the program for the show or whatnot.
Oh, I know what you're going to talk about.
And then I look up and then these people are here talking to me, whatever, and I'm helping them out, blah, blah, blah. And then I see this very tall lady in a bad wig walk in. And then she just kind of lurks around for a second. And then, of course, when they leave, I'm like, hey, have a good day, blah, blah, blah. Hey, can I help you? And she was like, oh, God, what did she say to me? Something along the lines of, do you know who you are when you look in the mirror? And I was like, and like,
I'm gonna
basically,
make a change.
she ended up like just asking me like, you've already failed your test, you know, all this stuff. And I'm like, what are you talking about? And then she's like, and the truth will set you free. Like all this random ass shit, right? And then she makes me pull up her YouTube page called Natasha for the University of Life. And when I'm gonna play more videos later so you can see it. But when I tell you the way that she talks in this, she told a bunch of kids in the mall that they were going to hell for not being vegan.
Oh yeah, I watched her vegan videos. I watched them, baby.
So then I'm sitting there talking, and then my phone rings, and I'm thinking, this is a great way to get out of this conversation, right? It's the mall manager. And so, of course, I answer it because I needed something from him that day anyway. And he's like, hey, is there a really tall lady in there? And I'm like, uh-huh. He goes, if you need to kick her out, OPD's coming again. Like, I'm like, okay. So 2 parts of my Steven brain kicked in. One is, I'm going to keep her here so I can see if she gets pulled out in cuffs. Because I was hoping like for some kind of show.
The dream.
And then the other half was, I better keep her here so she doesn't bother anybody else because I can handle this shit. Like anything she said to me, I had to quit back and be like, well, I don't care what other people think. I think it only matters what I care about myself, and I don't have to look for validation through other people. And she'd be like, just staring at me with these dead eyes. So that's kind of like a pet peeve. You try to come preach at me, religion. Speaking of pet peeves. That's what we're talking about. Natasha. She's looking for Wilson Square.
Oh my God.
So for pet peeves or I hate it, thanks I hate it, we have brought in a very special guest. Can we raise the curtain? Squeak, 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 squeak. Please welcome to the pod.
Hey!
The very first time on this podcast, even though she was a co-host of our former podcast. Give it up for Kasey.
Yay! Kasey, tell the pod about yourself.
What do you see when you see in the mirror?
What do you see? Are you going to make a change for once in your life?
First of all, that was very difficult to stay silent and just listen to the both of you talk and not interject or snort while laughing, which is the total pet peeve of mine.
Snorting while laughing?
Yeah, because I do it.
Same.
Oh, I do it too.
No, it's not. I don't freaking know. I don't.
We don't have to immediately
Sorry,
start talking, but this is just saying hi to people.
This podcast. Sorry.
How dare you?
Sorry.
All right.
The
We won't be having
audacity.
her back. Let's see what I edit this to be in a
Oh
minute.
my God.
In video.
Really quick, before we dive into pet peeves, I highly suggest, because for those who are watching, listening, Steven in the background has Netflix up. Oh, no, it's not on Netflix. I'm so dumb. This is actually on HBO Max. I just saw that. Anyway, have you seen the show, HBO Max, that just came out on Sunday? It's called Chimp Crazy.
I have not started it yet. It is on my list because what does she call herself?
Cute.
She's the something of monkeys. She's the Dolly Parton of monkeys or
Oh,
something.
yeah, she's the Dolly Parton of chimps. It is Tiger King.
Is it?
But with an even more delusional person, a woman.
So it's not Jane Goodall.
Oh, no.
Like,
it is
it's like a delusional
Yeah,
Jane
she's
Goodall.
female.
Oh, great.
She's
great.
female.
I'm into that.
Joe Exotic. And it's about her and these chimps. And I remember as a kid, I really fucking wanted a chimp as a pet. Like, I was obsessed with chimps. But then, in my lovely hometown, a chimp ripped off a woman's face. And then there's Nope, too.
Oh, right.
Gordy. So anyway, watch Chimp Crazy. I was so intrigued. But what sucks is it's a series and they're releasing it weekly. So you may want to wait until the last episode comes on, but it is good TV.
That might be one of
Well,
my
then-
pet peeves actually now. I'm discovering as we go
And this
what
woman,
my pet peeves are because I haven't decided yet.
and this woman on a camera in front of people recorded says that she loves the chimps more than her own children.
Nope.
I mean,
We should watch it after we're done.
we can
It's good,
totally
yeah.
watch it.
I mean, we should probably see your children first.
I don't know. What if your children are a piece of shit?
That is very
exactly.
true.
What if
Look
they
at Don
suck?
Jr.
I was about to
Exactly.
say
What if
about
one of them's
Donald
Eric? Like,
Yeah.
then fair enough.
Oh God. So pet peeves.
Pet peeves are those little things that annoy you, but are not necessarily like dangerous, or they're just more of like this
Annoying.
little
Rational.
this mosquito chasing you around. Heather, do you have what is your top pet peeve?
Okay, so I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 on my list that are
you
the
have a
top.
list.
But I would say probably my number one that absolutely makes my blood boil is when people talk on speakerphone in public.
Oh, that's a good one.
It is my big. There is
Or just anything
Or-
like music, anything.
yes, videos,
And I'm like, motherfucker, I know you have headphones.
People who have the phone on at
Sorry,
the cashier.
Can I swear?
oh, it's
Hate it,
oh,
yeah.
hell
I don't
yeah,
give a fuck.
yeah. No, oh my god, when it is so fucking rude when it's a cashier or a server or a bartender and you're get off your fucking
Yeah.
I don't
phone.
even like walking past people.
No, me neither. And
Who
I
are
will
doing
tell
that
you
shit.
what.
I'm like, why? For why?
I will tell you what. If I'm in a bathroom and you're on a speakerphone, you
Woo!
bet your fucking ass I'm flushing the toilet the entire time. I do it
Or
every time.
That hand dryer, you said.
Oh, the accelerator and the flush. I will.
The accelerator?
That's what it's called. The hand dryer. It blows your skin and shit. That's what it's called.
That
It's literally-
sounds fake.
I don't believe you.
I have to use it every day at work. It's
Oh
called the
my God.
accelerator.
Speaking of...
I think maybe that's just the one you use at
No,
work.
it's called.
So I had a lunch today. I had a lovely conversation because somebody was talking about sprinkling rosemary on food,
Yes.
but she kept calling it rosemary. And I was like, excuse me? I'm like, what? And she said like she has family that comes from overseas or whatnot. So there's certain words that she says that. And I said, well, wait until you find out what my friend Heather calls the smelly stuff in a basket.
Shut up, Steven. See, look, accelerator. That's it.
That's photoshopped.
That is
I know. But for those at
Who
home,
notices these things?
Heather,
Heather
for the
does.
longest
Heather
time,
does. Sorry.
$600.
Heather likes to call potpourri pooporri.
No, I call it
No, pooporri is what you called it.
potpourri. Yeah. I thought you were talking
Jesus.
about regular potpourri.
No, you're like one day she's like, hey, I made my own pooporri. I'm like, you made what?
Yeah.
So we all had a big laugh at your expense today, but
Whatever. You didn't even know that Jennifer Lopez was married.
I didn't.
I saw
I
that
didn't.
on
It's
the
like,
Facebooks.
why would I care about her personal
You're
life?
correct. Right, that's
I don't give a
valid.
shit about her personal life, but I knew that
How?
It's all over
because
the
it was
news.
all over
NPR
everywhere.
talked about it.
And I barely
When?
check Facebook anymore. And I still even
Do
knew
you say you do it
that.
on Facebook anymore?
No, I just barely check it anymore.
Oh, are you okay?
He's
Q?
fine. He's just chewing his little bone over there.
He made a noise. But yes, that is my number one.
He's
when people...
also disgusted that you did not know.
I know, right? But yeah, speakerphone is just the absolute
if it matters.
worst. There was a lady on speakerphone when I went to go vote yesterday. There was a lady on speakerphone, and they were
No.
like, "You got it."
It was like,
Yeah.
It's like, hold on,
I was
I
gonna say,
gotta-
isn't that illegal?
Yeah, it's just like, what? Like, why? Why? Like, it's not like you're in your car. They make headphones, and it's
But
just like,
it's also not convenient to have to walk around
no,
with your hand
and I
up
don't
to
wanna
your
know
mouth.
my shit. Can you
it's
imagine
so
being
much
in
less
public
convenient?
and you hear Cora talking about the experience
Circumcisions.
she went through today?
Listen, that's different. I would love that. I would love to listen to Cora's
Oh,
story.
my God.
But see, when you said like in the bathroom when people are on the speakerphone,
Oh
I
my-
take it
I
one
don't
step
think-
over and I will fart as hard as I can.
Can you just do it? Can you do it on demand?
No, but like if I'm in the restroom,
Oh,
I'm usually
absolutely.
using the restroom.
Oh yeah, but I'm saying if you don't have to fart,
To be fair,
then
if-
you just flush the toilet over and over again.
Well, if he's in a stall, it's different than we always
Oh, yeah,
are in a
that's true.
stall.
Yeah, always.
Yeah.
We're confined.
We need to.
I have options.
Right.
I've got a handheld.
We're ladies.
handheld. All right.
All those people with fucking
Casey, what's
speakerphones
your
need to do.
do you have a number one pet peeve? Or
Not yet.
you're just here
Not
for-
yet.
You're just
Well,
here for a
here-
good time, not a long time.
Yeah. So let me tell you about the one
Hey.
thing that drives me absolutely insane.
What drives you
And
insane,
it
Steve?
doesn't hurt anybody.
Mhm.
It doesn't get in the way, but I just
If you say
hate
punctuality,
to
I
see
will
it.
leave.
It is not punctuality. It is not. But might have to add that to my list. It is when people do the run walk. Do you know what the run walk is?
So because of you now, because when we did the whole 10 things I hate, 10 things I love, you put that. And so now when I'm at work and I'm crossing
You
the
mean, like,
road,
on a
I'm like,
crosswalk?
Yes.
I'm like, let me just go so they're not mad at me. But I can literally see you in my head being like,
No. There's different from hurrying up so you can get other people.
Yeah.
It's the people who run for 3 steps and then stop in front of your goddamn car to walk the rest of the way.
They're like,
That
"I
is
made it."
the run walk. Like, what benefit did those 3 steps do to you?
well, that's kind of like, I hate when people take their fucking time in a crosswalk. It's if it's an old lady or somebody who is using a wheelchair, okay, take your time.
Right.
But if you are an able-bodied human on your phone, fucking walk across this. I will literally just like go.
So
Walk.
my first time ever being in New York, the first day, the first thing I remember happening, a guy got hit by a taxi at a crosswalk because he shouldn't have walked. Fair enough. And the taxi said, "Go fuck yourself," and hit him.
Welcome to New
like
York.
not hard. He was fine.
A little tap.
I would
It
put
was
on
like
my
a- it was-
surprised
it
face,
was
but
a-
I'm all out.
It was that New York like,
Yeah.
hey.
Okay. Sorry. My bad.
Hey,
No, it wasn't
Forget
on
about
my
it.
bad at all. The guy was like, basically like, do it again. Like,
Oh my
but
god.
because it was like a young dude.
That
like
would
a
be me.
20
Try it
something.
again.
Exactly. Like, do it again. See what
I
happens.
dare you.
Did you see the light? Was it red? Don't walk. So, which is weird in New York because no one follows those directions.
No, jaywalking was a thing when I was a kid.
That's a whole thing. Like no one cares.
Yeah.
But like this taxi driver cared. And so that was like my first memory of ever being in New York was someone getting in a crosswalk hit by a taxi cab. He was fine,
Not emotionally.
but it taught me a lot of lessons.
Yeah.
But when I was in New York in 2013, I absolutely had
No,
to
I would
follow the
never.
signs.
Yeah.
Because I felt like people were trying to get me on the sidewalk.
Oh,
I
yeah.
felt like people were like, I'm going to get that
Oh,
little homo.
now?
This was 2013, ma'am.
Oh, no. I mean, ever since
Oh.
this was, we're not going to talk about what year this was, that I first went to New York. I'm still the same way in New York. Like, if I'm not with a friend who's just like, we're safe. I'm like, great, you stand on the outside. If you feel so safe, you stand that way by the cars. But I am still terrified to do it. Also, I was in Madrid recently. Same shit.
Casual.
Yeah.
They will hit you with a car.
Oh yeah. They don't play.
And they will.
But they
beat
get
you
free healthcare over there,
for
so
no
it's
reason.
sure
good.
fucking do.
And you know what? Fair enough.
If I had free healthcare, I'd get hit by a car.
Man.
But I should have held up my passport and been like, no, I'm a
I don't
visitor.
want
I don't have it.
Um,
You can't help me if you hit me.
So another pet peeve of mine that this is more like the online versus in person is I feel like you and I talked about this. It is my biggest pet peeve when somebody will post a Facebook status that says like, oh my God, I'm stuck at the side of I-4 with a flat tire. Can somebody come help me? And let's say this is in Florida.
Did they not have
Someone-
friends?
Well, so number one, that for me would be absolute last case scenario because I
Yeah.
would call people and I have I'm
Roadside
very fortunate to I have roadside
service.
assistance. I have AAA.
AAA?
Yeah. So
Sure.
you'll see people post shit like that. And let's be honest, it's mostly for attention. So you'll have the
You
person
think?
though. But then if it's something really serious, someone will put, oh, well, if I wasn't in Minnesota, I'd help you. Good luck.
Right. Like, why did you have to comment?
Why do you have to even say anything? Like, that's so... Or like, hey guys, I'm having a birthday, blah, blah, blah. Oh, I'd come if I wasn't in the seventh realm of Alaska. It's like nobody, like, just don't say anything.
Did you just say
Seventh realm of Alaska.
Okay, just
Yeah.
making
It's-
sure.
It's
real.
part of the famous 9 realms of Alaska.
Yeah,
obviously.
It's the 7th realm. It's
But yeah, just,
one
and just
as
like
we all know.
in
and
general,
learned
just
in high
like-
school.
Facebook, I mean, Facebook as a whole is a pet peeve of mine. I'm really trying to get rid of it, but there's so many train wrecks that I can't.
oh god. I love
But just, yeah, that whole, I would if I could. It's like, just don't,
Yeah.
don't say anything. And just, yeah, Facebook.
Tell me that you don't have anything going on in your
Correct.
life. Bye.
Correct. Yeah. Or
Tell
like,
me
I'm
you
going to post
need
a status
attention
and nobody's going to
desperately.
read it. But
That's another one of the pet peeves is like, it's this person's birthday and nobody wished him happy birthday. And it's
gives
like
a
a disabled person or a dog or somebody who was caught in a fire. It's very clearly not real.
Yeah.
But they were like, they won't wish me happy
Sorry,
birthday because I'm
sorry.
different. I'm like, bitch,
Disabled
nobody
person,
said that.
Dog, someone caught in a fire.
Yeah.
yeah, it'll
That's
be like
an
a fire
excellent three
victim.
things.
It'll be a
Yeah.
fire victim. And it's
I've
like,
never seen that, honestly.
Stanley was burned in a fire that was set by his goldfish and no one wished him happy birthday. Everyone wished him.
Yeah. I'm like, that's probably an AI picture to begin with.
I've always been so tempted to just like make my own shit up and see if it goes viral. Like, just do a picture of like Q and be like, this
Please
is Q.
do that.
He was abandoned in Guatemala by drug smugglers, and then he was adopted by a king the king of the peacocks. And people will be like, oh my God, that's
me.
amazing. So yeah, just I would say kind of lumping it as a whole. Facebook statuses in general that are like overreaching, and like people will just write novels about shit, and it's like, baby, it's social media. It's hit it and quit.
just
no
like
one's trying to read.
But in fairness, though, when it's spicy tea, I'm all up in it.
Oh,
I'm
correct.
like,
You're right.
I want,
The vaguer
I'm taking
sometimes
screenshots.
the better.
yeah, because it'll start something.
Like if you give me a detailed list of the issues in your life, I'm like, great, cool, the rest of us. But if it's vague as hell, I'm in. I'm invested all of a sudden, especially if it's like someone I work with, like clearly.
Oh,
like,
definitely. If it's somebody you work with, I'm like, okay, what did you do, bitch? Are you fired?
Or when people
Or no, what did someone else do, bitch? Like,
Yeah.
what did they do? Because you're being so vague that I can't even guess.
Like the homophobe recently.
Who posted about it? Well, he's not a homophobe.
No, the guy who he left to go on a performance leave, and he went up north to
feel like there's been
Tennessee with
several of these.
his new wife, and then on the first day of Pride posted a picture that basically said something along the lines of that they love their God, blah 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 blah, and it doesn't matter what other people choose, or something like really homophobic, like
Sure.
awful and gross. And then let me tell you, because that person
That
who
can't
will
be a
go
pet peeve, can it?
nameless
Donald Trump.
was always nice
It
to
was
me.
Trump.
Was always nice, always
He's
lovely.
Facebook friends with Trump.
What? Maybe. But the amount of allies that attacked first.
Oh yeah. Oh, that's the
Yeah, don't
best.
be-
thing.
What?
Like, I hate the Facebook rant, like especially when it's detailed. And the best thing about one that's so vague is that allies are the first ones there.
Yep.
And they're like, we don't even understand, but we're on your side. Like,
Fuck that
and I
guy
live
for whatever fucking
'cause
reason.
I'm also like, yeah.
Get him.
Fuck whoever this person. I have literally no idea what you're talking about.
Oh my god.
But I will stand with you.
Do you,
No. I'm
I'll sit back here and where it's comfortable for a
Meanwhile,
while.
if you write me a novel, I'm like,
it's too much.
Like,
Unless it's a follow up. If it's a follow up, I'm reading it.
yes. Follow up, yes. And there's like one particular person that we know that I'm thinking of where I'm like, okay. Because it's ridiculous, but because it's that person, it's kind of funny still.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know who
Or,
you're
like-
talking about. Oh.
You're like, you know what?
Oh no, that's.
I'll
allow
read
it.
I'll read
allow
it.
it.
I'll fucking read this. I'm not gonna respond to it or care, but I'm gonna read it.
Oh my
Oh my
god.
God. What else you got, Steve?
You know something that drives me nuts?
yes.
Okay.
You know what really grinds your gears?
You know what really grinds my gears?
What does?
It's people in fast food takeaway restaurants need to do a better job of packaging their food, because if you give me goddamn food in a styrofoam box again to where it's delivered to my house and the whole top of the box
So
is sweaty
sweaty?
and dripping and making my food wet.
Sweaty box.
Sweaty boxes are the worst, especially.
That
I
feels
feel
like
like it's
innuendo.
always French fries.
It's always French fries.
Always French
like,
fries.
okay, so
Always French
there is a burger place that's real good around the corner. It's called Bad A's.
Oh.
But it looks like
And
badass because of the apostrophe
yeah,
S
yeah, okay.
burgers.
And clearly bad soggy fries.
No,
Like,
no. But they're not the. They're not
Oh,
the
they're
worst.
not the ones?
They're not.
They're
well,
not the culprit.
they're not
They're
the
not the
best
culprit.
because they're really good if you can get it to it quick enough. But they'll put their fries in a little styrofoam bowl. That means the bottom of the fries are now soggy.
Oh,
I don't want wet fries.
No, that's gross. Oh, God.
So,
Sweaty
viewers, I have recently gone on dating apps. I feel like I should add that on there. No soggy fries.
food. No,
No
sorry
soggy
fries. No sweaty
You
food.
should.
And be like, just interpret that how you will.
I mean, there's a lot of food related things that I think can.
So I think that might invite bad
particularly-
intention.
Yeah, like I won't only or like I don't I hate food that doesn't travel well.
Yeah, same.
Yeah.
And I'm like, there's only
I
a
don't
few
like
things that
sweaty
travel well.
food in
I
general.
also don't really like leftovers. Like, there's maybe 3 or 4 like dishes
Same.
that I'm like Chinese food. Like, there's a couple others where I'm like, okay, those are good leftovers. But like sushi, you cannot do leftover.
No.
I don't want to do it when it's made.
Burgers, you cannot do
No.
leftover. I don't even like cold pizza. Like, if you throw it in the air fryer, it's still good. But like,
No, you know what the trick for the pizza is?
it's
is
an
that
air fryer.
Eat it
No.
cold.
Steven, I'm
Ew.
telling no.
You take either a glass of water or a wet napkin, put it on top.
napkin.
You microwave it. That moisture goes right back in there,
Listen,
and it's
wet
like it's
napkin
right out of the
solves
oven.
all the problems.
Or you could just put it in the air fryer. I'm telling you.
I don't have an air fryer.
Yeah, once you get it, I'm telling you, I know you. Once you get an air fryer, your life's gonna change. You can cook everything in that bitch. Everything.
I can cook everything in my cast iron skillet.
No. Well, I mean, like you still
literally
need to
everything.
like saute stuff, but air fryers are like for heating up pizza, and they have pizza settings on there, so it's like literally having fresh pizza all over again. It's
I love an appliance where you can just press
pizza.
I also
love air fryer.
another
Popcorn.
food pet peeve is when
potato. I don't know why they're all peas.
why fucking people decide to put a pickle with every goddamn sandwich that's ever made.
So good.
No, I hate pickles. I hate the creator of pickles. I hate everything pickles. It's disgusting.
Mikey
and then
ate pickles in my car the other day,
Ugh.
and I thought about
like them. I hate them on a sandwich.
Really?
I don't like them on a sandwich separately on their own, individually.
You don't like a good cheeseburger with pickles?
ugh.
I mean, I'd
Gimme.
eat it.
I get mad because
But I prefer the. I actually like pickles on their own more
But
than
I'm
I'd
also
ever
not
like
obsessed
them
with pickles.
other
Like
things.
Robin, who is my
I
boss.
had an uncle who used to make them.
So Robin, the other day, I was talking to her, and she had to take a pill, and she had a jar of pickles, and she literally just look, and took her
Nope.
pill. And I looked at
Nope.
her, and I was like, "You are a savage."
Robin, I'm looking at you.
Pickle juice is a sin.
I no longer can trust you. You were cool up until right then.
But I'm not. I can't.
I do believe pickle juice is a sin against
I can't
God.
do pickle juice. I can do pickles on sandwiches.
But see, that's just it. Every pickle has pickle juice.
I know, but I
Not
can't
that much.
Oh my god, there's enough.
Have you
Okay,
ever had like when someone gives you like
he's fine.
bless you when someone like is like, oh, a pickleback, like you do the shot. I'm like,
Fuck
fuck you.
no.
I can't do
Fuck
pickleback.
you. I'll just take
No.
the shot.
Yeah, I'll take the whiskey, thank you, or tequila, or what, or
That's
gasoline. I
disgusting.
don't care.
Would, yeah,
But I
I
also
would
don't buy
rather
pickles.
drink
Like, pickles-
gasoline than the pickle juice.
But see, but people,
I do
you
like pickles.
you order a burger and you say no pickles, and that shit comes with pickles. The whole motherfucker thing tastes like pickles.
It does. It's just like
It does.
mustard.
It does.
Mustard
It-
will soak in, and it's. I hate mustard. Yeah.
Ugh.
So before we dive into, we asked our friends on Facebook what their pet peeves were, and we got some good ones. So
I have
this
the list
is
right here.
I know. Oh, you do? Is it from Facebook?
Yeah, I collected them all in
perfect.
one spot.
Okay. So, one of my biggest pet peeves, and this is both my personal life and my work life, I cannot fucking stand when people will either send me an instant message, a text message, or an email that just says "Hi" or "Hi Heather."
Why would you send an email like that? This is not 1997.
All
We've
the
had more
time.
than AOL.
All the
That
time.
is only appropriate when you're about to have an argument through
Yeah,
text.
hi.
I
And-
feel like.
And these, like,
then it's just a hey,
if
period.
I'm messaging somebody, but I mean, like, if you think about like our collective friendship, we don't say hi. But
No.
if it's somebody I haven't seen in a hot minute, I'll be like, "Hey, girl, it's Heather. I was wondering if blah blah blah." Blah.
Yeah.
Hey, girl, it's Heather. I'm gonna be like, I will give you the little nutshell all at once, and I love when people do that for me. But people on like
At
Facebook
work?
Messenger, on Microsoft Teams, Facebook, Instagram, it'll just be like, "Hi, Heather.
Hi.
What do you want?"
and then it's just their email signature. What the fuck is
Yeah.
that?
Or like a quick little text. Hi. And a lot of times I just don't answer. I'm like, I'm gonna
No.
wait until you tell me what you need.
Yeah.
I'm not responding.
I'm not
What the
engaging.
fuck is that?
Oh my god, I fucking cannot. Hi.
What?
Sorry for the people at home that just had their eardrums and car stereos blown out.
And Nilda and I talk about this all the time. It's like a collective pet peeve of just it's just so just say what you need. Like, hey, I was wondering. Don't just hi. Like, it's just not. I would never do that to anybody. Not even like my own mom. I'd be like, hey, mom, hope you're having a good day. Like, that's cute, but
Right.
not just like,
Hi.
hey.
Hi. No,
Come on,
I will
come on,
only.
come on.
think I'll
on.
only do that if I'm starting like a serious conversation.
Hello.
I
This
don't
has
even
happened
think
recently. Where it was just a hey, period.
I just met you, and this
And
is
this is
crazy.
fucking crazy. No, I leave it at hey, and then I'm like,
That's
all
it.
right, your turn.
And then one last quick one before
Mostly just because it's like, you know what you did.
you know what you did.
No.
Before we delve into your next pet peeves and the Facebook ones, another one for me is people. So if I'm somewhere and a gay man or a girl our age is like, oh my God, girl, I love your nails. Yes, please. Thank you so much. But it's people who can't grasp that I have long nails. And they'll be like, oh, your nails are so long. How do you wipe? How do you blow? How do you blow? How do you blow? And it's just like, first of all,
Come to the bathroom. I'll show you.
correct. There's a technique.
Along. I
And
have
you
this
don't need
shit right now.
right
Why
after-
didn't you come with me?
I've had acrylics on
Put
since
someone
before
on
I got married,
speakerphone. It'll
right?
be great.
And this is so random, but the hardest thing for me to do with these nails is laundry. Because digging into to get clothes when clothes are wet, they're really fucking heavy. So a lot of times if I'm grabbing them, they'll like, so people, when people are like, oh, using the bathroom, doing your makeup. No, I'm used to, like, I literally don't know how to function without nails. Like if I typically on Saturdays, if I have no plans, I'll take them off.
Genuinely
and spend
more
a day.
difficult.
Yeah, and I'll spend a day with them just breathing. And I literally, like, I can't use my phone.
I just
can't hold a
imagine
soda
you
can.
like trying to type and not hitting any keys.
It's-
And you're like, why
it's
isn't
so
words
that's
coming
how-
out?
It's fully, that's how it is.
My life
Like,
has adapted to it. So
even
like,
just
yeah.
on the phone, it's like, suddenly I don't know how.
But it's just like,
Which
if you
it
don't,
seems like it should be opposite.
yeah, it's like, if you
seems
don't,
like it should be easier without nails.
but
it's
no,
not.
But when you have them all the time.
But it's not, Blanche.
but just people asking the dumbest fucking, oh, don't you scratch yourself? Or my favorite is a
weird.
lot of straight men.
asking that.
Straight men will be like, oh, you're dangerous. Oh, you're going to scratch the, and it's like,
You're like, bitch, I'm dangerous without these nails.
yeah, it's
Also,
yeah.
you're like, bitch, you wish.
I get really good back massages. And it's like you learn, oh, there goes my phone. You learn how to adapt in life
fuck was
to
that?
all things. It's like when you're doing certain things, you don't necessarily like, you use
See-
the soft part of your hand.
See, there's adapting in life and there's not adapting in life. And here's another pet peeve of mine that drives
Yes.
me absolutely freaking insane is wet socks, wet shoes.
That's the worst.
Oh, and it's fucking Florida. It rains all the time. As soon as my socks are wet, my day is ruined.
What about wet denim? But you don't really,
It
you don't
is-
wear denim.
I
So
very
not
rarily wear
against
denim.
other people.
Having
Like,
wet feet.
you hate it when it happens to you.
Oh, God, me. Yes. No.
Oh, okay, cool.
It's like a
'Cause I was
sensory
like,
thing, like-
bro, that's
wet
happened to me so
socks?
many times
Yeah.
where I'm like, fuck
And the
my
squishy
whole
feeling?
life.
Oh, my God.
Are
And
you doing
then
your squishy dance?
Or if you slip and suddenly you can't trust the shoes.
well, you have a bad habit of wearing the
Okay,
wrong shoes at the wrong time.
Or
Tell
what
me
about-
I'm wrong.
Or what about when your sock
I
slips?
wasn't gonna. I was just gonna
When your
say
sock
it
slips?
literally doesn't matter what shoes.
Oh my God, my sock slips.
I'm always suddenly, I don't trust this.
I don't trust it.
I can't
But
trust these.
when you leave your wet socks on and then you take them off, how do I get whiter?
I know.
How do
every
I get?
time.
How do I personally get whiter?
It's like white and chalky, and you're just like, well, here
Like
I
my
am.
skin doesn't hold melanin at all to save its life, and I get whiter.
I would give you some, but I don't have a lot. So. What was it? I still will literally cackle to myself thinking about the time when I think we were recording a podcast or doing something, and I was singing Hairspray. There was a lot in the night is black as my skin. He said, bitch, your skin is a Wednesday afternoon at 5:30.
Wow,
I think about that all the time.
funny, and I forgot I ever said that. That needs to be the
I think
clip.
I made it a Facebook status because it was so. You're a Wednesday at 5:30 p.m.
Can I add that also to my dating
Yes,
profile? People I'm
absolutely.
looking for. I would like a man who looks like.
And Wednesday at 5:30 p.m. My God.
Oh my God. So we literally, Stephen and I
my
could
God.
probably, and Kasey could go on with our own pet peeves until the cows come home. But as we usually do, we asked our friends on Facebook, friends, what is a weird pet peeve that you, because like a lot of people have the same pet peeves, like traffic and people coughing at work, whatever. But like, we wanted to know.
How very dare you?
Not people coughing.
Oh my God, when people cough at work, I'm so nasty. Like,
Only if they don't.
But, like,
Sneezing.
I was-
Sneezing's worse.
if it's like a little cough, like a
I
little
would
tickle,
argue.
okay, great. But when people come in with these fucking like Civil War cholera coughs to work, it's like, stay.
Ma'am?
I
Ma'am?
like that you went to cholera and not COVID.
Ma'am?
No, cholera cough is different, friend, than COVID.
As somebody who has had whooping cough as an adult, but also my asthma.
you had
I had whooping cough.
aged yourself so hard.
No, whooping cough is still diagnosed. I was like 30 when I got diagnosed with whooping
Were you
cough.
in the
Fucking
vaccine for
Civil
that when you're
War.
a baby?
I don't know.
He's a Civil War baby.
Well, I mean that tracks. Look at this hairline.
And whooping cough as an adult.
I did, but also my asthma. Like I was
Oh,
really
God.
embarrassed the other
Okay.
day, like because depending on like the season and whatever, and since I got sick last time, I had to carry my inhaler with me everywhere I go again. But the other day, I was going into the locker room and I started coughing, and somebody came out of the stall and was like, "I knew that was you from your cough." I was like, "That's not good for either one of us."
That's not something you want to hear from a coworker
I'm like,
or even a friend.
Okay.
I feel
Thank
like
you.
if I said that to you, you'd still be like,
I would look at you sideways, going like,
the fuck?
"What? What is it?
Also, I
Is it
don't
because
think
it's off pitch?"
Fair.
By the way, listeners, we are drinking. I went to Walgreens and I was classy and I got a giant bottle of Taylor Port, which on baddies, they drink this with tequila.
Why aren't we doing that?
I'm not drinking this with tequila. I have adult responsibilities tomorrow.
I have tequila in the freezer.
No.
So do I, but who fucking cares?
But port is delicious. It has
I've had a bad 2 days.
18% alcohol, and it tastes like
Oh.
juice.
It does taste like juice. It's
Yeah,
sweet.
I'm very upset at how much
St.
now
Augustine's port?
that I've drank this.
Oh, I love their port. I love their port.
Oh.
Also, check out our cute little cups that we have. Very nice. We can sell them to you or something.
Yes.
You know. See this one? Don't be mad. Don't be mad. Don't be sad. I'll make you one.
Oh my gosh.
Get the tequila.
Get the tequila. All right, let's see what our friends on the Faceplace say.
Yeah, what they should.
How do you feel about people who leave cabinet doors open?
Hate it.
Okay. So I do this.
Because I'll run into them.
And my husband of the pod, Jason,
Oh, Jesus.
love that
calls
you
me
brought
out
that
on
here.
it
Here.
all the time because I will be like cooking or I'm into smoothies right now. So I'll be like making
So
my...
into smoothies.
I am. It's like my meal
I
replacement
had a
for
smoothie.
breakfast.
I had a smoothie face too.
Yes.
so.
So I will do all my stuff and I leave the cabinets open because I have ADHD and Jason will get so annoyed with me. He's like, just close it. So I can think of worse things, but I get it.
Yeah,
I
I
get
get
it.
that one.
Yeah.
I find it annoying, and there are plenty of things I know that, like, from living with roommates, which I haven't done since 2020, but that was one of the things that would just randomly piss me off was just cabinets, not even, like, totally open, vaguely
cracked.
opened.
Oh.
I'm like, it didn't take that much more effort to just
See,
close.
my cabinets now will automatically
But also,
close.
well, you're a fancy bitch.
They do?
Um,
Well, not like when you close them all the way, they'll make sure it
Yeah,
like catches and it
they'll-
slowly
they
closes.
close.
Yeah.
Trust me. But like, my thing is, I'm gonna run into that
Yeah.
because I've met me,
Yeah.
and I mean, she's beauty and she's grace, but she will run into a fucking open cabinet. Like,
Okay.
It's got to be a low cabinet. She's kind of short. Anyway, here's one
my
that we can
poor
all.
knees, my poor knees.
That's the last thing they need.
Right.
Your poor knees have gone through it over the past couple of years, and I'm not talking about oral sex. Dance injuries. Dance injuries.
Sure. Yeah,
Dance
no,
injuries.
Fully just.
I think they're both Rubbermaid at this point. I'm not sure.
I'm waiting for my bionic knees. They're geriatric.
We have to go into Temu to get you
If
one.
anyone
Anyway.
who's watching on YouTube just saw me make a face at this cup, it's because Q licked the side of it and I can smell his breath on the cup.
Cue ball.
He licked the side, not the thing.
Oh my god. What a monster.
Oh, stank. Mama's breath is so bad.
Monster.
Mama's breath smells like hot ass tuna. She's so cute.
So I heard the phrase today that
I'm
it
sorry, you
smells.
followed that with "it's so cute."
Because she's my baby, and so that's her only flaw. She has bad breath.
Fine.
But her teeth are
What is
like
she,
she doesn't have
catty
like
hair?
buildup.
You talk about you talk about mama the way I talk about my nieces and nephew.
Because she's my baby.
I mean,
Because I'm like, oh,
Keep
they
up.
do these terrible, disgusting things. I love them so much. It's adorable.
So, fun fact. So, Mama, I give her a little churro stick every night. That's like the puree. That's
the
yeah,
thing she
whatever.
wouldn't take from me.
Which I know, right? Which you got all over her face. So
And the wall.
and the wall.
You slapped the fucking cat.
No.
with
No,
it?
he was trying to get her to come out, and then at one point, because she's so sweet, she didn't.
Yeah, so
freak
sweet.
out.
Really?
No, but she didn't freak out or hiss or. At one point, she just gave up. She goes, and I was like, oh my god, come to me! I had to like rescue her.
Also me on the dating apps.
But every night I feed Mama a little steak, and that's my affirmation time with her. So I will literally like pet her and be like, you are a pretty
Affirmation
girl.
You is kind.
You are a
You is
smart
good.
girl.
You is
And she's like,
important.
You is cat.
And she listens to me because she looks at me, and I tell her, I'm like, you're so pretty, Mama. You're so
She's thinking, this dumb bitch is giving me food
I know.
every night.
That's
I
the
have
thing.
no
She's
idea
like,
what
give
she's
it to me
saying.
faster.
She's still a cat.
I'm gonna put a mouse in her shoes.
No.
a bird.
She's
mate.
a lover, not a
no,
fighter.
no. Gecko.
Oh yeah.
Gecko.
She's
There's
lovely.
been several lizards in this house.
Although geckos make them like, apparently make cats like trip balls.
Oh.
Like it's like they had
Tipsy, we're
LSD.
going to PetSmart.
Catnip spray. We got catnip spray from Mama, and we'll just spray it on random things, and she'll just start licking it, and she rolls
See,
around.
Tipsy doesn't give two shits about catnip every time I try to get out. I got her a
What?
catnip mat, and it was like, you
Oh, Mama
mere
loves
human.
catnip.
She's like, asshole, there's a lizards in the backyard. I could get fucked right now.
Right. Like maybe, because she does try to go in the backyard, and sometimes
Totally
they let her
get
back
fucked up
there.
right now.
And now I know she has a drug problem. Okay,
She does.
so here's another pet peeve that I think we
We're
can all
putting
agree with.
Tipsy into
Yes.
rehab.
It's stupidity. That's just
I mean, that's
everybody's
just
right
like-
with that.
Yeah.
Duh. Honestly, that's a stupid answer.
How about people going slow and stopping in the way of people behind them? Like,
Walking?
so for those who walk at a homosexual pace, such as myself, I can
Me.
kind of understand this.
Yes.
Is then when, so here's the thing: is like I walk with purpose.
Me too.
I'm not just walking for fun. I
Yeah.
need to go
I
somewhere.
need to get somewhere.
Yeah.
So I think to get there, these people who are like, la, la, la,
Oh
la,
my God, when people walk
Oh my
slow.
God.
And that's the thing. Okay, let's preface this. We're talking about able-bodied people,
Yes.
not the elderly, not people who have, disabilities with walking.
Not
Able-bodied
asshole children who are walking the
humans.
wrong way on a moving sidewalk
those.
in the airport.
Yes. Oh my God. The
Though I do hope they fall.
Same.
But then it would make it harder for me to walk. Dude.
He is my child.
Okay, so we're gonna have some Tipsy and Q to rehab.
How about this one? Not returning shopping carts.
Oh, I hate it.
I hate that.
I will do it every time. I don't care if I have to walk a mile. I will
Same,
do it.
same.
Have you ever seen the guy who puts on magnets on people for calling them lazy pants and stuff? And like, it's like a totally
No.
harmless magnet. And it says something ridiculous on it. And when people don't return a cart, he'll throw it on the car. And people get mad. And they'll come out and they'll like take it like and throw it. And he'll just do it again. And he's like, well, see, you could have already put the cart away.
Yeah.
And like fucking with people. And this one woman gets out. She's like, you better fucking run. And he goes, no offense, but I'm pretty sure I could walk fast backwards and avoid you.
And like there have been a very
I
small.
approve of that petty message.
Right. There's been a very small handful of times I've been somewhere where there is not a cart return in the vicinity, and I
you've
have to
returned it?
leave it. No, like there'll be no like,
Sometimes there's just
I've
not one.
returned another
Yeah.
person's cart.
and I will feel. I'm like, I'm so sorry, universe, and I had to do this, but. 9.9 times out of 10, even at like Trader Joe's, which has no cart corrals in their parking lots, I will load my car and walk all
They
the way
barely
back.
have a parking lot.
Yeah, they
Listen.
don't here. It's a mess.
Well, no, the one in Dr. Phillips is they're
everywhere.
they're going into the building next to them, so they're gonna have that whole Dr. I actually should not have even said that because now people are gonna go, don't go to Winter Park, Trader Joe's, go to Dr. Phillips. It's worth the drive because the parking is so easy at that one. Yes.
Now, okay,
Something
so
to think about.
something to
viewers.
think about. This one confuses me, and I forget who said it,
Okay.
but it's kind of contradictory to the one I said. No one does the hurry up run anymore. Like, is that something different than the run walk?
I think the hurry up run is the one that you were talking about that you don't mind.
Yeah,
where
no,
people
Oh, like,
Same.
yeah.
oh.
Ironically, I wish I could remember which comedian said it. He was not white because he said it was very much a white people thing, and he was like, "Oh, I love it when white people do the hurry up kind of walk."
You know,
and a
Tim
crosswalk."
Walls totally does that.
Oh, you know it.
Oh,
he
know he
Tim Walls
does.
is like,
He doesn't-
And
sorry,
we
friend.
love him for it.
He doesn't want to
love him
inconvenience
so
He
anyone.
was like, that's like one of the
I loved him.
the nice things they do.
I loved him.
Where they're like, "I'm sorry to," they do the wave, we do the wave, like, "So sorry."
Also-
Keep walking. But like, we hurry.
Very quick side note.
It's
Last night at
embarrassing.
the Democratic National Convention, Uncle Doug spoke, Doug Emhoff, and his son introduced him. And they did this whole video that was narrated by his son. And it was this beautiful video talking about Doug, like Kamala's husband. And then he was like, yeah, blah, blah, blah. And he's like, I can't believe my goofy dad is like the first gentleman. It was like all this compilation of him, like seeing Kamala at the State of the Union. He's like, and then the best part is there was a clip from a protester interrupting something that Kamala. Oh my God, I just spilled red wine on your rug. You did it. No.
It's fine. This carpet has to be replaced anyway.
Ew, no.
I see. We normally have a table where Kasey's sitting.
Hold on, I can get it out.
Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it.
We're going to edit this
Somehow
out.
No, we're
still
not.
ended up being my fault.
Okay, anyway. So they showed when a protester came to something that Kamala was speaking at, and the Secret Service and all these people like got the guy, and Doug was there, and he was like this, and he's like, his son in the narration was like, I mean, look at that
What?
face. He'd mess anybody up, and they zoomed in. He was like,
That's so funny.
Doug.
That's a face.
Don't
That
say
is so funny.
I got your stain out of the carpet.
You probably just put something over it.
No, I.
Here's so we have one more for shopping carts, one more for cabinet doors, and not hanging the bath mat.
What?
What?
What? I don't understand that one. I don't hang my bath mat.
The bath mat in the bath?
I'm assuming the one that's outside of the bath.
Don't hang. I don't.
Either
hang
way,
mine.
who hangs that?
You wash
Hotels?
it once
I don't think
you get like a clean bathroom
That's
and you
a
just check in.
towel.
They put like a little
That's
cheapy.
not a mat. That's a towel.
They give you a towel. They give you a mat. It's just the same
It's a
towel
towel.
material.
That's
got
a
the
bath
ridge.
mat.
It's got that
but,
ridge
like,
in it.
yeah, but it's still a fucking towel.
People not using their turn signals.
Oh, I
Yes.
hate it.
Yep.
It is so like
There's a
How?
special place in hell.
and I can't even fathom driving without using it. Like it's just natural. Like I can never just slow down and be like, all right, I'm just gonna. It's
I'm gonna just gently.
Good
now,
luck,
if I'm
everybody
driving-
else.
If I'm driving down, like
I'm just gonna
Kirkman
casually
Road,
get into this other lane without alerting
Well,
anybody around me.
it depends. If it's like a slow time of day and I'm changing lanes and no one's around, I ain't using my turn signal. But if it's rush hour, of
It's
course.
Florida. It's always rush hour.
Exactly. It's few and far between.
I don't know.
for
When I
me.
took Jason
Like,
to the airport the other
normally-
morning, it was like 4:00 and there was no one on the road.
Sorry, now
baby.
you fill
PM
your
or
glass
AM?
while you
AM.
answer.
Oh, of course, it's 4 a.m.
It was
Oh,
great.
then fuck.
4:36 was
If
clear
it's
as
4
my
a.m.,
skin.
you don't need
Jesus
it.
Christ.
How the fuck did we finish? How many gallons is that? Or what is this?
Liters?
1.5 liters.
How many gallons, says Heather.
Port.
Let's see. During the YMCA, when people do the C to the
I
right
know-
instead of
I
the
know
left.
Who wrote that?
That would be our dear friend Grace Rubin.
How do people
She's
even
not
do that?
having it.
Wait,
well,
hold on.
let's all do it real quick
Hold
without
on, wait,
thinking.
wait,
Here we go.
wait, here we go.
5, 6,
6,
7,
7,
8.
8.
YMCA. I went to the left.
No,
This way.
I'm the asshole.
Oh my God.
Grace,
See?
I'm so sorry. I knew it too when you said
Or
it.
hold on,
I
I
was
gotta
like,
move.
no.
I gotta move the mic back for
That's
this
me.
for YouTube. I saw somebody one time do YMCA like this.
You're going to be out of frame, ma'am.
Okay, let's try this.
Do you need me to
It's
scoot?
fun to stay at the YMCA.
No. What?
I saw somebody do that one time.
For those who are just listening, she like bent over and checked her crotch.
Oh, their legs?
Yeah,
They were using their...
YMCA.
That is not the
That's
point.
That is.
psychotic.
Mm-mm.
I'm sorry. I would just like to say I'm sorry, Grace. I definitely do the C in the wrong way, and also I'm pretty sure you've told me that before.
How
I
about,
haven't fixed it. I'm sorry.
How about a warm seat on public transportation?
I can think of worse things.
Yeah.
can't help that.
If
honestly.
it's warm and
That's
moist, like sweat.
Like somebody just shat
But
themselves, like
yeah.
diarrhea. Yeah, I'd be a little worried.
Yeah.
if someone shit themselves, that's a whole thing.
But a warm
But
seat, I'm like,
sweat.
eh.
Honestly, as a human with very thick thighs, like you can't help that.
Yeah.
But like a warm seat, I don't mind.
Yeah.
A warm seat where I can like literally see your sweat stain. I'm like, okay,
What's
I know
worse?
that's sweat. And also working and like being in a theme park.
Mm-hmm. Six
It's
Flags over
kind of
Great
like
America.
being, to me, that's kind of like being mad about like getting on a water ride and the seat's already wet. Like,
Okay, what's worse for you? Go
I feel
into
like you
the
should have
bathroom.
expected that.
Yeah, but you
If
go
it's
into
hot
the
outside,
bathroom
you should have expected that.
in a public bathroom.
In
Cold seat, warm seat. Which one's worse?
Cold seat.
cold seat.
So you'd rather have somebody just get up from it. Like when I mean warm seat, I mean like somebody just got up
Yeah.
and you sit down and you can feel the steam off their poop.
Yeah.
Okay.
Again, we have to sit down every time.
Oh, that's right.
And also something that women have to deal with is if, like,
There are
typically I look
way
at the
more
toilet before I do it.
issues.
But there have been times in the middle of the night where I'm like, oh, I gotta go pee, whatever. I'll get up and my husband has not put down the seat, and all you get is cold ass bowl, and then your
How
ass
do you
will-
not fall in?
I was gonna say,
You
and then
fall
you'll get,
in.
your ass will touch the water. I'm like, well, fuck, now I gotta take a
That-
shower.
See, now that
on,
is the
bidet.
worst feeling.
Oh no, I do have a bidet.
fuck a warm or
bidet.
cold seat. If I have to fall into the toilet
Ugh.
because you didn't put the seat down,
It's the worst.
that's the worst.
What we got next?
In all defense of men, it works both ways.
But I will say,
You can
women's
check
bath-
it.
Have you also accidentally fallen?
No, I mean you can check the seat before you try to sit down. It's an equal
like,
opportunity world. Yes.
Middle of the night,
Men
you're
shouldn't
tired.
have to be.
You
But
just
don't you close the
expect
toilet seat?
it.
That's just like common. Like,
Yeah.
No, I don't think I do because it's easier for me to
But
go in
it's-
there and use my handheld to go use the bathroom.
But also,
Please stop referring to your penis as a handheld.
but you also have your own bathroom.
It has Bluetooth.
I do. But mine is also the guest bathroom.
handheld, connected.
Is it the guest bath? It's decorated for you.
It is, but guests get to use it. I'm not going to decorate for what the guests want. Are you kidding me? Like, great, okay, let me put
Fair,
some
fair,
dumbass
fair, fair.
flowers.
That's
on
me
the
with my
wall.
guest room. That was intentionally supposed to be where people sleep, and I'm like, yeah, nobody's sleeping in
Personally offended by that.
Do you have flowers in your bathroom, Mom?
I
Basic
had a
ass
picture
bitch.
of one.
here.
How about
My
when,
shower curtain.
when girls keep posting like a one-legged flamingo ballerina showgirl with the toe out and pointed in every single photo? I think it's like the super forced bevel. Like, I mean, they're like the bevel on point, like where people like literally like this, so where their toe is straight down. I'm assuming. I don't know.
Yeah, I got nothing.
But like not a. I'm confused by this.
I got nothing.
So it's like basically, you know how
So they're not turned out. It's not like a.
It's not.
turned
No.
out
It's like a.
bevel that. It's like
It's a
just
bevel
just
forward, toe on the ground, knee bent.
It's just a look.
Hands
I
on
can
your knees.
stand on this.
It's
Pass
like
on your thoughts,
it's
shit.
like the same thing like when sorority girls, like for some reason, no matter who's in the picture, they're always hunched down and bent over a little bit.
Rockford Peaches.
Right. Like I
They're
don't know.
so occupied like doing their weird sign thing together that.
Yeah.
But they all
Like
will
when they just do like the pointed toe. Is that what that means?
We're gonna have to go back to the viewers.
Yeah.
Because, sorry, as dancers, we assume point as in point, ballet point. I would
On your toes, bitches.
like, but still, I wouldn't think ever to do that in a
But I
picture.
think-
Because ow,
I'll have to demonstrate what I think this is later.
this
when
is
we're
not
done.
Titanic. This is not that scene.
Okay, what
Nobody's living that scene where she does the whole thing where she
Oh yeah, no.
up on her fucking toes. No,
about I can do that on my two big toes.
on your two.
On my well, again, granted, my big toes are probably the size of small tomatoes. I mean, I've got really big feet.
Oh my god.
But I
at
can.
least a grape tomato.
I can-
Big.
No, I have a big old fat thumb. What do you call
Thumb
that?
toe.
Thumb toe.
Thumb toe.
I mean, wearing shoes
toe.
right now, but
I
you'll
have
see
hammer
it.
ET toes.
Let's see. People that take selfies with a backwards ass camera. Turn the freaking camera around. It's easy. Push a button. So I guess people who don't use the front facing camera, they just turn it
Oh, Okay,
around.
that makes sense. Okay,
Which
okay. Yeah.
I guess that, I mean, that's, you
That's
don't
how
even know if you're
old
in the
school.
frame.
Yeah, no.
Old school is you get somebody to take a picture for you, bitch.
That just seems more difficult.
It does seem more disco.
Uh-oh.
This. Oh, they've named it. Okay. I can get behind this a little bit.
Okay.
That crusty ketchup, mustard, or toothpaste buildup around the cap or nozzle.
Oh, I hate
Anything that has like.
I fucking. And buffalo sauce does that too. And like I'll pour it out and then you see the crust fall in. I'm like, well, shit, I gotta get a whole other plate now. Or ketchup water.
Oh, ketchup water is even
or
worse.
mustard water. I know you don't
I
like
don't eat
mustard in the
mustard.
beginning, but like mustard water.
Ketchup.
Mustard
Ketchup,
water,
oh my God, there's
ketchup
nothing-
water, pickle juice, they're in the same category.
There's nothing more disappointing when you go to put ketchup on your burger and all water comes out.
Do you know the trick to getting ketchup out of a glass bottle?
Yeah.
Yeah, you tap the number. If it's a Heinz bottle.
That's it. You ruined my surprise.
Heinz is from Pittsburgh, and my whole family's from Pittsburgh.
You mean the butter knife and forcing it out's not the way to do it?
No, you have to hit the 57.
You hit the 57, and it comes out.
We're going to test that.
Again,
works.
I'm so sorry to
I know. I was like, I know something.
destroyed that for you. But Heinz is
that's
a Pittsburgh thing.
Philadelphia, Heather.
Oh.
I've been watching Bel Air. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Pittsburgh.
It's a Pittsburgh thing.
They played Black and Yellow at
raised.
the convention yesterday. They sure did.
Okay. You know how many times I've been literally recently went to a restaurant. I think it was here too, which I was like, why is there a question? And my mother turned a fucking ketchup bottle to double check that it was Heinz and not Hunt's.
No, Hunt's is Hunt's.
I was like,
Oh my
bitch,
God.
what would you have done if it was Hunt's?
Heinz.
She would have reached into her purse
Complained.
and pulled out the Heinz.
McDonald's ketchup and Heinz
She has
ketchup.
packets.
Ketchup in my swag bag.
Listen, the woman
McDonald's
has like fucking
ketchup.
nurse's scissors in her bag. Like,
McDonald's has top notch. Like they should I don't know why they don't bottle it.
You know what? I have another pet peeve.
it's Heinz.
I have another.
Is it Heinz?
Yeah.
Yes. Yes.
Heather,
It tastes
where have you
different.
been? Well, see, here's it is.
Look at it.
No,
I-
it says McDonald's. It's like the red packet that says McDonald's.
And on the other side says Heinz.
I knew that.
So I am a firm believer that
Sorry,
things
I'm
that are
abusing the microphone
packaged,
at this point over Heinz ketchup.
when things are packaged differently, they kind of taste different. It's the same way that you
Stadium
have
after it.
Correct,
the like a
Soda?
it's like from a machine.
Fountain, yeah.
A fountain, that's the
soda?
word. I was like, a fountain tastes different from a 2 liter,
Oh.
tastes different from a 20 ounce, right?
Yes.
So ketchup, I think, is kind of the same way. It's because
Hunt's
obviously
ain't
it's being packaged differently.
Hunt's
It's
ain't
being
Heinz.
boom. But
Well, that's
anyway.
like Jason, like with soda. He only likes 2 liter bottles. Like he'll drink cans and like the little bottles every now and then. I prefer a can. I don't like having the 2 liter bottle that I have to keep reopening. Like I want a fresh can that I
You
can
wanna be
open,
wasteful.
drink.
You wanna
But
be
no, he loves.
wasteful.
I can't do 2 liters. Like there's not.
Wasteful.
Oh, wasteful. I thought you said wistful. I was
Yes.
like,
Too. We hate
But
whimsy.
going back to the ketchup, though, the thing
that's
that bothers
so full of
me
whimsy.
the most is like you get to go food, right? And you come
Yeah.
home, like say I'm Burger King, right? And I'm like, can I have ketchup with that? I want to use the same ketchup that the place that made it
Yes.
uses
Like the
to do
sport
it.
thing. I don't want your
So,
packets.
and no, it's not even that, because if it's the same brand, it's fine.
Yeah.
But I don't want to have to come home. You better give me enough fucking ketchup, because I don't want to have to put my ketchup that is refrigerated and different.
Warm ass ketchup.
I want their ketchup. Yes.
So I know both of you don't like sushi, but that's a big sushi thing. So typically when you get a roll, no, like soy sauce. So typically, yes, sushi and ketchup. So typically when you get
Ketchup.
sushi, if you go to a restaurant, they give
just
you the
made
soy
sushi
sauce.
even More gross.
They give you the soy sauce. It's in a little thing. You pour it, whatever. But when you get sushi to go, a lot of times they either give you packets or they'll give you a plastic ramekin that's like a quarter of the way full. So then I have to mix it with the soy sauce I have in my refrigerator, and I have to throw it in the microwave to get it to be the same. And it's just like, give me. But a good place will give you a shit ton of packets. So you can just like.
I was gonna say the packets are fine.
The packets are fine, but they're also
If they
very.
don't give you
very-
enough.
You can
have to
also go
open
like
them one
this
at
and just
a
it's shaked up.
time. Like yeah. So.
Shaked up, shook up.
And speaking of
All
food,
shook
what
up.
about open mouth chewing?
Oh, God,
Fucking
the
die.
Worst. The
Yeah.
worst. The worst.
I don't understand how people. My mom always called it smacking. You guys ever heard of that?
Yes,
Smacking.
Yeah.
because that's the sound. Gross.
Somebody that I am related to
Don't
by
do
someone
that.
I'm related to by marriage does that.
Does he?
Oh, it's
Oh, I
awful.
know exactly what you're talking
Awful.
about.
Awful.
Our last one is unwrapping a straw by banging it on the counter.
Wait, what was it?
You open a straw by banging it on the counter. I
Somebody
do
hates
this.
I don't care about
Yeah.
that.
No, I open my straw, I hold the bottom, I take it off the top, and then
It depends on what I'm
Sometimes
doing.
it doesn't work though.
oh, that's the only way I open. Like, I could not even imagine.
See-
That's my first attempt.
Is
But
this
if like
this?
if I can't rip it off,
Yeah. No, I do the pinch and
then
rip.
I will like the pinch and rip.
Pinch
If,
and rip.
if that for some reason doesn't
It
work, I will totally bang it on the
Depends. If
counter.
somebody hands me a beverage in my hand and then hands me a straw, I can't pinch and pull. So I have to stab, put it in my mouth,
Yeah.
take it, stab it, drink it.
I got
But you also probably had that from the restaurant days too.
it.
so-
1 billion.
May I?
Oh, yeah, you're right.
May I
Yep.
ask a question about pet peeves?
No.
Yes.
To the two of you.
Sure.
I'm
you're
ignoring
here.
the fact you said no. Paper straws.
Hate them. Loathe them. I'd rather kill a turtle.
Slimy.
I'm just kidding. I don't want to kill a turtle. Just kidding.
I already knew the answer to. Did not expect that.
The
They're-
worst on Carnival cruises, they give you agave straws.
What the
And
fuck
so
is
you
that?
can eat the straw. So it's an
You
edible
can, but you
straw.
shouldn't.
Oh, my husband loves those straws. They're just they're slimy.
Okay,
And
Just-
then
we need
but it
to
also
have an
fucks with the
intervention
taste.
with Jason.
Right, and it's agave, so it fucks with the taste of your drink.
Yeah.
So if I'm drinking sangria and I have an agave straw, it tastes like, if it's a margarita, it may work, but the sliminess is what fucks me up.
Yeah, it's the
Like,
consistency
I
for
just-
me.
Yeah.
But I also don't
It's
want
a
to put my lips
texture.
on a glass because I've worked in a shit ton of restaurants and I know that they
Yes.
don't properly wash glass. Listen to me, America, or listen or watch. Don't, unless you're at Victoria and Albert's at the Grand Floridian or a very high class dining establishment, do not put your lips on a glass. As someone who's worked in a shit ton of restaurants, they do not, like, it's literally
Just
like,
don't do it.
I mean, there's some bars that you go to that literally
It's
just
gross.
put it on that little water spray
oh,
thing,
yeah, and then that's
Yes.
it.
and then that's it.
Yep.
My favorite is when they do that and then hand it to you. You're like, I
don't want a hot-ass
saw
glass.
what you did.
Yeah, and everybody's like, "Yeah, that's fine." The alcohol, will
And then
kill
look
it,
at
I
you like
guess.
you're an asshole when you're like,
Yeah, don't
"Can
put your
I
lips on the
have a
glass."
straw?
Yeah. It's like a friend of mine. Happy birthday, Alex. I love you. I love Alex and my friend Bobby. They are right now obsessed with Chili's. And I'm just like,
Dear friends, why?
why? I worked at Chili's. I saw, now granted, let me give you some insider chili tips here. The most calorie, like the thing that has the most calories on the menu.
Wait, let me guess.
Yes.
It's the spicy chicken Alfredo thing.
No, it's the quesadilla chicken salad.
Oh,
That was the thing that had the most calories in it.
a salad.
I was gonna say the Corona Margarita.
Oh my God. Oh, I love the Corona Margaritas. Get the Presidente. The Presidente's legit, but when they give you the glass, decline the glass. Just take the shaker, take the top off the shaker, put a straw directly in. Then you don't get extra ice because there's already ice in it.
yeah.
So if they give you the glass, don't just get it straight. Do not order house margaritas. I know they're 2-for-1s, friends, but you're literally drinking powder and water. The frozen margaritas ain't so bad, but the house ones, powder and water.
do you
don't do it, friends.
remember when the TikTok went viral of the girl who worked at Club Applebee's?
Yes!
And
And
she's
she's
like, "This
stirring
is
it.
your dollar drinks."
Yep.
I was like, "You
That's
might as
true.
well just spill it on the floor and put it back in that bucket
Literally,
because that looks
yes.
disgusting."
Yeah.
What the fuck is House Applebee's?
Club Applebee's.
Oh, Club Applebee's. Sorry.
Applebee's used to turn into a club in Lake Buena Vista on like Friday nights.
Or if you ever go with Ginger.
Oh my God.
It could be a Tuesday at
Or
3
go
o'clock.
at UCF.
We need to have another
I
Applebee's.
definitely-
I cannot fucking stand
Definitely
Applebee's.
celebrated one of Grace's, who I'm now
You already
not
shamed.
in her Grace's. One of Grace's, I think maybe her 21st birthday at
Is that
Applebee's.
Applebee's. Oh, yeah.
Applebee.
Did we have any? That's
Lay
it.
Applebee's.
That was all.
Hold on. Let me look at my list one more time to make sure I covered everything. Emails that just say hi. I also had elevator talkers because like
Who?
at work. I'll be
Going
in an
my way. I
elevator.
mean, that's kind of awkward though, not to like talk to your coworkers.
No, but
It's
I don't know
fine
them.
if you don't.
if it's somebody I know, I will talk to you in the elevator. But people will just be like,
How do you wipe with
Oh.
those nails?
"Cor-
How do you wipe
the
your
last
ass
2
with those
nail comments I've had
nails?
have been in the elevator at work, or someone will
No
be like,
shit.
"Oh, your makeup's so
No pun
pretty.
intended.
Wish I had time to do that in the morning." First of all, hold on, let me get my microphone.
Is this my camera?
Just
Is
Is this my camera?
Just
my camera?
because you don't know how to do eyeliner properly. does not mean you need to come for my makeup.
I'm right here.
That's my me time in the morning. Like, could I wake up
It's cathartic.
at 7:30 and just go to work with nothing on? Yes. But I wake up at 6:15 because then I can take my time. I can hang out. Mama will hear my alarm and she jumps into bed. So I'll pet Mama. I take my shower. I make my coffee. I put on my podcast and I do it's like my
It's
my
like
zen
it's almost like
time.
meditation. Like
'Cause
it's
trust
like
me.
it's like meditative in a way.
Because trust me, I will go to work without makeup. I love not wearing makeup, but it's like
It's your thing.
Yeah.
It's fine.
Like my job requires I don't have to go to work with it, but I do have to put makeup on while I'm there, and there's time allowed for me to do that. But I would rather, like, I like the days where I can just sit and like put it on and like take my time, feel pretty. Like it just is. It's so different.
Same.
It's the same. I know.
Like
It's the same for
your
you.
brows.
I haven't put on my brows in a long time.
Is that by choice? You like that?
No, I just gotten lazy and I sweat too much. So
You should get powder brows done. The permanent
Girl,
ones.
if I knew what I
you
would look
sweat
like,
too much. You've seen me at work.
You should totally get powder brows. It's the best.
At least
investment
the
ever.
brows
But-
stay on.
yeah, I am.
Nothing else.
Conversation for another day. Me and
Another
brows.
day,
I need to
yes.
know I'm not like
You're
since I grew up
handsome
without
no matter
brows. Huh?
Said you're handsome no matter what.
Oh, stop! That's why I'm just fending off the men.
Oh my god, we drink so much port.
There
y'all.
is no milkshake out there. That's the problem.
Can I read
Okay.
the back of this port bottle really quick?
Sure.
I like that you followed that up with I was trying to make a genuine compliment, and you're like, "Oh my god, how much have we had to drink?"
All right, here we go. Taylor Port, a rich,
I'm never getting
moderately
invited back.
sweet ruby red port.
Can you do it in a commercial voice, please?
I am doing it in my commercial voice.
We're gonna need a second option.
A rich, moderately sweet ruby red
I don't like this one.
Delicious with dessert or
For evening sipping, which is what we're doing. Serve over ice or at room temperature with a twist or with soda. The Taylor Wine Company, makers of superior ports and sherries.
Wait, did they pay for this ad?
No, and you know what? Fuck that. I'm not
No,
reading
fuck
more.
them.
Wait, look at the city it's from. Cananda.
Oh my god!
It's from a city in New York called Canandaigua.
Can I see?
It's like
Yes.
they couldn't spell Canada
Canan-
and Uruguay at the
Cananaquing.
same time.
Oh,
Cana-
everybody's like
Canadaguay.
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 Anyway, that was that.
That was that.
That was that.
Thanks for listening.
Thanks, I hate it.
Thanks, I hate it.
I'm
Ew.
so used to
Including
doing
me.
live stuff. I was about to say, give a round of applause for Kasey.
Or don't.
A round of
hear you. Give a round of applause for Kasey.
Oh, can that be my pet peeve?
What? Yes.
Claps.
What people
Shit.
say.
And the worst part is I have to do this. When
Oh.
people do the you
Oh,
excited
you
to be
can
here?
do better than that.
You having a
I
good
can't
time?
hear you.
Let's hear another round of applause. And then when like they don't get enough of a response, have to repeat that shit. Pet peeve.
Do you remember the time that we did the
And
pre-show?
I do that. So I genuinely hate it.
Do you remember when we did Ginger's Christmas pre-show and I walked out and said, "Hey everybody, how
Do
are you
I?
guys doing?" And then nobody said anything. I said, "Well, fuck you guys too," and we left stage.
Which one?
That's what we were
that
doing.
my house?
No, it was the one at Parliament House. Yeah, we did the
One of
games and
yours.
everything.
Yeah.
I was like, "Well, fuck you guys too," and I.
Bye.
I feel like that's how it should go.
I prefer the first one where we were creepy elves on the shelves.
Oh my god.
Sitting on the stage,
Sat on
having
either
drinks
side of
delivered
the
to us.
stage,
Sleuths.
drinking throughout the show.
Those were the days.
These servers
And
were
I
bringing
they
us
kept bringing
drinks
them.
to the stage. We were on the stage.
And we'd already done like a pre-show, which was just going to the tables, being like, "Hi, we're drinking pure gasoline right now. Thank
Oh my
you.
God.
How are you?" But like, yeah, they let us sit on stage, and I'd never seen the show, so I'm just like enjoying myself.
I had never seen
Speaking
either.
of Ginger and Chris and CJ,
Yeah,
I always
that
call him
was
Chris, CJ.
the best
They
and also
got
probably
me
the
a
worst.
sweatshirt, which I don't know when I'm ever going to wear this, but it says on the front like White House Christmas 1997, and then on the back it's the entire transcript of Patti LaBelle's performance. It's like, hang
Where
on
are
the
my
mistletoe.
backup singers?
My backup, it's the whole thing on the sweatshirt. So when we go to St. Augustine this year, because it's gonna happen, hopefully it's cold, so I can wear that out
Bitch, we'll go to a cold place so you can wear that.
Yay.
St. Augustine. Listen, St. Augustine is reliable.
I know.
in
I really
that
want to go to
way.
Savannah for my birthday this year. We'll have to talk about that. Savannah's great.
That's coming up.
I do love
No,
Savannah.
it's not. It's
I
still
just don't
2020.
want
February.
Yeah, that's the good thing. Your birthday's in February. I just don't want to be hot.
No, we'll do cold. I'll do cold all day, every day.
And Savannah would be actually
In
probably good
February,
weather.
yes.
It's around a body of water. Yeah.
Thanks for
that was
listening.
happy.
I'm scared of the stairs. I'm scared of the stairs. Scared of the stairs.
Follow us on the Instagram at Heather and Steven Get Into. Instagram by the same name. If you want to email us, same name at gmail.com. Give
Correct.
us suggestions if you'd like us to shit talk something or
Please.
legitimately talk about something. But we're here, and now we're not.
They're
So
the fucking
bye.
best. Hey.
You heard it here, folks. We're the best. Bye.
He did. Oh, he did Hamilton first.
What songs did he do?
I don't remember. It won bad. It won bad.
Eliza and Felon. No, he's not a
I have to go home. I have to go home.